long time ago it was, before people began to dwell in the sky. A terrible war was waged between us humans and the wicked god. After the horrendous battle, our ancestors entombed the wicked god and left the polluted and barren earth to find their future in the sky.
In this world, there are things that people mustn't touch. Who cares?
The god of demise and destruction, the cursed power of Marpetro.
The end, Magnus? Never heard of that before.
Damn, the bastards.
It's unthinkable to act against the Empire?
Great heroes are just so busy.
I've been waiting.
Finish him. He will inflict a catastrophe upon the Empire.
Let us trust
Just
the young
one more.
who hold the spirit within them.
Only such a battle will fill the void within you and soothe the agony inside.
From when did you know?
Gibbery! No dead weight!
No way!
Only hope, the lost ocean.
Awaken, O god of the past!
Now, be what you want to be.
Someday you will know what you are meant to be.
I will never get over the fact. I will never get over Pi as well, but I will never get over the fact that the game opens up with be what you want to be and then just immediately transitions to whale. But welcome to Baten Kaitos, Eternal Wings in the Lost Ocean. A recently re-released game now available on Switch, which also brought Baten Kaitos Origin, the second game, which is also the prequel, to European shores. And it is kind of a special game. The Gamecube had a... I'm swapping here, so the opening... Oh, god damn it, really? So yeah, enjoy the only bit of English that dubbing that this game has. I will get to that in just a second. I played a little bit of this. Yeah, basically...
That cheesy CGI.
Wasabi, thank you so much for the 34 months of support. Really freaking appreciate it, dude. Can I get some gifts of riches in the chat? But basically, thank you so much, man. Basically, this was originally a GameCube title, released in 2004. Also, to little to no fanfare, Bandai Namco does have a little bit of a tendency to do that for everything that isn't FromSoft and Tales of DLC these days. Just gonna start a new game. We'll do the introduction once the gameplay starts. Also, heads up, they didn't redub the opening. That was the original GameCube dubbing, and the rest of the game is in Japanese for some reason. Well, not for some reason. I'll get to that because it's pretty interesting. All right, so to use this as a little bit of a moment to actually say hello to everybody. Welcome on in. Hopefully everybody is doing well. Hopefully everybody had a fantastic weekend. My apologies for missing last Friday. I was feeling very under the weather and starting to slowly feel a lot better. So I'll be a little bit more quiet during today's stream and just kind of let the game do most of the talking. This is an RPG developed by Namco. No, I'm saying that wrong. Monolith. This is from the same dudes who later did Xenoblade. In collaboration with Motoi Sakuraba doing the soundtrack. Like I said, it originally released on the Gamecube, and there's a little bit of a strange discrepancy when it comes to the localization. As you may have noticed, the opening sequence is in English, but the dubbing itself is in Japanese. That is due to what I can probably best assume is due to the mono to stereo conversion that went wrong when Baten Kaitos released. And what happened there is that when you convert mono to stereo, you need to basically separate the signal into two new paths. What they did was they accidentally hit export on an audio track that had both left-right on the left and left-right on the right. And what happens when you do that is you get waveforms that start to negate themselves. And as a result, everything sounds like it's being spoken through a tin can. Hence why I've always called this game Tin Can Kaitos. So, because that was so baked in and there is so much dialogue in this game, they opted to basically take the easy route, which is understandable given like the fanfare or lack thereof surrounding this game's release. It makes a unique sound to who you play in the game. In what sense? As in, it makes the character sound very unique? Because for me, it's very... Like, I first played this game on a mono TV, so I never had that. But when I tried to set it up on the Gamecube for streaming, that issue first reared its ugly head. And as a result, I, for the life of me, could not deal with that. But yeah, hopefully everybody's doing well. Steve, Loin, Adrian Hope, Bone Miser, how's it going? Is it Brodage or Brodage? How do I pronounce that? How's it going? And Dinah, how's it going? Good to see you. And Loin? Wasabi, how's it going? And Artemis, how's it going? Hopefully everybody's doing well. The feel when the red and white audio cable dangles from the front of the... Yeah, it's basically that. Like, whenever you have a single track on Baten Kaitos, it will sound perfectly fine. But it's when you start to introduce the left and right audio paths, it's where the trouble starts arising. Because on a single path, there's both the left and right. So it sort of has stereo in mono form. So yeah, it's bizarre, but as a result, the original dub of this game is partially lost and the opening sequence got remastered. I don't think it's a redub. I think it's just very cleaned up. Like, it sounds so much clearer than it did in the original. But yeah, it's very interesting to see that Baten Kaitos, a game that for me kind of in part with like Fire Emblem Path of Radiance and Phantasy Star Online and what was the last one? God damn it. Just had it. Name just slipped away. Sky Server Arcadia. There you go. Kind of defined JRPGs on the GameCube itself, and I was super excited when they announced this. And then they just kind of shadow dropped it, and here we are. So consider this like a signal boost. I don't know. I'm just very excited to play Baten Kaitos again. And also, if you guys can do me a massive favor, be my good friend Hope over in the chat. You should really follow him. How, by the way, I forgot to ask you, how did you survive Drake of the 99 Dragons? How's your sanity after that? Let's see, shift. No, just 2 L's, please. Yeah, that's my name. I haven't played this game in like at least 10 years. And I just remember the background work being absolutely phenomenal. As well as the music, which is also part of the reason why I wanted to replay Eternal Sonata. It isn't the best action RPG, but it really just made me fall in love with Sakuraba all over again. Never ever play it. Also, Hope, remember that that game you once gifted me? I think Devil's Hunt is what it was called. I am pretty sure that I own the only bit of merchandise that ever released of that game. There's so many details that your eyes are just drawn to, like from just the get-go of this frame. That's beautiful. We haven't even hit the towns yet. This game is so wildly colorful. Yeah, that was one of the things that I really liked about it, that it like so hardcore embraced the pre-rendered backgrounds in an era where a lot of games were trying to move away from it. They used it instead to, they used a higher resolution basically to go like, oh, but we have more pixels to fill and we can produce more art. So everything has a wonderfully painted feeling to it. It's kind of like that sequence where you literally go into a painting with in Chrono Cross. Kind of like that, but on a little bit of a higher resolution. And hey, Molokov, how's it going? Also, the dialogue faces are really good. I think Steve uses a few as emotes.
どうだい気分はあんたは俺はどうしてここに私はラリクシこのケバルライ村で医者をやっている君は近くの森で気を失って倒れているところを見つけられてここに運び込まれたんだよああそうだいきなりロックキャットに襲われて畜生油断してた
I don't think I have any emote slots left, and I don't know how well it translates. Let me see which one Steve has, because I think he pretty much has most of them. Yeah, Steve has the headache face.
相手がロックキャットでよかった。彼らは装飾だからね。
How long is Baten Kaitos 1? My first playthrough of this was 75 hours. Checked recently.
普段は人を襲ったりしないんだがな。最近森の生き物たちが妙に落ち着かなくてね。
But I will say that in both, well, in Baten Kaitos' case, because for me, I've never played Origin, which is on the list after this. It was also a lot of gawking and beautiful backgrounds. And hey, Okiketsu, how's it going?
みんなひどく気が立っている。君も森には下手に近寄らない方がいい。
Like, it's pretty good value. I paid like $45 for the remaster.
この辺りでは見かけない顔のようだが。
ああ、俺はカラスって呼ばれてる。この辺りに来るのは初めてなんだ。それで道に迷っちまって。
うん。カラスくんか。それでは改めて。
Isn't karasu the Japanese word for crow? Is it worth to buy as a remaster? I think it is, but like I haven't played a whole lot of it. This is just something that I really wanted.
強く頭をぶつけていたようだから、もしかすると軽い記憶障害が出るかもしれないとちょっと心配だったんだが、さあ、よかったら起きて村の中を見て回ってみるといい。まあ、辺境の小さな農村だ。特にこれといったものはないがね。それから君の飛翔機はそこだ。変わった型の飛翔機だね。帝国で一般に普及しているものとは違うようだが。
Like, I love the original, and I really wanted to play this, but considering that it also contains Origin, like the Eternal Wings is a fantastic game. And for that alone, I'd pay the entry fee. But you get another game on top of that, and it's not a download, it's available on the cart.
じいちゃん、腕のいい機械屋だったから。
なるほど。君のおじいさんがね。ところで、そのおじいさんは？
He's fucking dead.
死んだよ。2年前に。
そうか。そいつは。
ありがとう先生。助かったよ。
ああ、例なら外にいるミーマイに行ってくれ。森で倒れてる君を見つけて、ここまで抱えて帰ってきてくれたんだ。
ああ、わかった。ミーマイだね。
The fuck is a winglet? It's an artificial wing. So back in the day, I thought that this was a. I keep forgetting that he just straight up looks at the camera, and it freaks me out every time. Like, stop staring at me so judgingly. But back in the day, I had Baten Kaitos, and I stumbled across a game called Septerra Core. And I thought just by the cover that was a prequel to this game. Well, you must be the traveler they found unconscious in the woods. You should ask me for advice if you want to have a better luck in the future. What should we ask her about? Oh boy. In general, Magnus can be divided into two types, Magnus used during battle and Magnus used while in the camp menu. A battle Magnus can be used an infinite number of times. On the other hand, a camp Magnus can only be used a single time, so you need to be more careful when using them. An adventuring tip: if you need to recover HP, it makes more sense to do so during battle than in camp. Using a battle Magnus instead of a camp Magnus and recover your HP without losing any Magnus. Of course, using battle Magnus is a little riskier, but making good use of them is important. Defeating enemies won't earn you a single gold coin. Given the poor street value of most Magnus, trying to earn money by selling them isn't realistic either. The way to go if you want to get big bucks is to sell photographs. Photos can only be taken during battle and are a bit risky, but a well-shot photo will fetch you a lot of gold. Photos aren't worth holding on to for a long time. You should always check to see if you have any to sell when you visit Magnus shops. But be careful not to be too anxious to sell your photos. Unless you let the photos develop and let their colors come out fully, they won't fetch their values. Taking a good photo that you can sell at a high price requires both skill and determination. Photos of fast-moving enemies are often out of focus. Photos taken when the light is too bright tend to be washed out. Combine light and dark attacks and wait for the right shutter moment. With practice and luck, you'll be taking photos like a pro in no time. In the camp menu, there's an option called Collection. All Magnus cards that you come across are automatically registered into the collection. To register a Magnus into the collection, you don't actually need to obtain it. Once you have seen the Magnus in some form, it will automatically be added. For example, Magnus cards that you see in shops are registered to the collection even if you don't actually buy them. Hey Couch Potato, do enjoy your playthrough. The entire village is thankful that we have Dr. Larikush. If we had found you back in the old days... So you want to know more about the doctor? About Dr. Larikush?
Look at this photograph.
Wasabi, thank you so much for the 1,000 bits. Really freaking appreciate it, dude. Can I get some gifts or riches in chat, please? Thank you so much. I can't tell you much about him right now. Come back in a little while when I'm done with work. The punctuation is a bit all over the place, isn't it? I was like, what the hell is glitching out in the corner? But it's me pressing the B button. Medical tools and confusing charts are stored here. You see an anatomical drawing of the human body. You feel a bit queasy. Can I open the camp menu? Okay, so that's where you take the picture. Oh, right, you could influence the shutter speed and stuff like that by doing specific attacks to basically create the perfect environment to take a photograph. And then you can use that to make bank, basically. Look at those backgrounds, though. Look at it. Cabalry? Saburai? You know what? Now that you're feeling better, why don't you go see the village mayor? It seems there's something he's itching to tell you.
ねえ、あんたの左肩に乗っかってるそれひょっとして飛翔機？ああ。へえ、珍しいな。帝国の方じゃ普通に使われてるらしいけど、こんな辺境じゃ飛翔機を見かけることはまずないよ。しかしなんか変わってるね。ああ、これは俺のじいちゃんが作ってくれたけれど、そんなに珍しいのかな。ラリクシ先生にも同じこと聞かれたよ。へえ、先生に？先生が飛翔機に興味を持つなんて珍しいな。別に機械のことなんかには興味なさそうな人なのに。ところで、それ片方しかないみたいだけど、もう片方は故障して修理でもしてるのかい？いや、こっちだけでいいんだ。俺、左の翼がないんだよ。それでじいちゃんがこいつを作ってくれたんだ。ああ、そっか。それでいや、悪いこと聞いちまったな。いや、構わないよ。こいつのおかげで俺は別に何の不自由もなくやってるし。そうか。しかしあんたのじいさんってすごい腕のいい職人だったんだな。オリジナルの飛翔機を作っちまうなんて。ああ、俺にはよくわからないけど、何でも自分で修理したり作っちまう。
Almost. Look at these old ducks. Tiny ducks. Large ducks. Did you notice, mister? Everyone has a wings of the heart, right? The wings of the heart outwardly express what people are feeling on the inside, their hopes and dreams. That's what my father told me. That's why there are so many different types. The unique shapes and colors are just reflecting each person's hopes and dreams. Hey, Muff Enjoyer, how's it going? Hey, wait. You must be the guy they found unconscious in the woods. How are you gonna make it as an adventurer if you keep fainting during travels? Hey, are you trying to pick a fight or something? What are you trying to say there, huh? Whoa, calm down there. I just want to give you a bit of advice, so you'll fare better from now on. During your travels, have you ever thought, I wish I hadn't lost that battle, or if only I was stronger? If that's the case, then you might want to learn more about this blue flower beside me. They say this flower records the memory of those travelers who step into its embrace. I've heard of travelers being transported to a mysterious church and returning stronger than before they entered. To tell the truth, I haven't tried the flower myself. But still, I thought I would tell you about it since you're an adventurer and all. These mysterious flowers exist all throughout the world. It would be wise to make good use of them. I see, I'll check it out later. Oh, by the way, in addition to the blue flowers, there are also red flowers. The red ones only let you save your journey's progress. If you're ever unsure, take a look at the help menu in the system section in the camp menu. And look at how well that still translates. I do appreciate, like, this is something that you never notice on the standard definition version because it sort of blends together. But seeing every individual brush stroke on, like, all the background makes it even more special to look at. It's beautiful. I mean, look at that. The milk and eggs produced here are sold east of this village in Perkot. With the money from the sales, we buy goods in the city. That's our way of life here. Take a look behind you. Those prancers sure are something. The common horse is no match for its standout strength. Yo. The pot is filled with freshly freezed. Freshly squeezed milk. It smells sweet and delicious. If we had some kind of container, we'd be able to carry this. Let's leave it for now. It's not a horse Geki Zenbu. And Bridget, how's it going?
こんなひなびた農村じゃすることもなくて退屈でしょ。ペルカド、東にずっと行ったところにある我が夢と憧れの街よ。よその人にはこんな辺境の島の小さな都なんか全然大したことないのかもしれないけれど、私は週に一度都へ商いに出かける日がある日、都の通りで領主様か、そして二人。
Oops.
何また夢みたいなこと言ってるのよ、この子ったら。運よくそんな出会いがあったにしても、山出しの田舎娘なんかいいように騙されて散々遊ばれた上で飽きられたらポイと捨てられちゃうのがオチよ。いくら人に翼があるからって浮ついたふわふわした夢なんか見てちゃダメ。しっかり大地に足を踏まえて一歩一歩歩ってくくらいで村の人間はちょうどいいのよ。
I like that you learn a lot about this world through the optional dialogue bits.
はいはい。どんな素敵な夢を見るのもいいけど、仕事を片付けたからにしてちょうだいね。
Well, that makes me realize something. Hang on. Hopes and dreams. Hopes and dreams. Hopes and dreams. Metal Gear Solid. Something. Yeah, that's gonna be a problem. Might need to get both.
Ah. 働かざる者、現実はどこまでもシビアだわ。やあ、兄ちゃんだな。ミーマイに助けられたっての。
Also, the character design is kind of wild in this game, just as a heads up.
もう起きて大丈夫なのか？
で、ミーマイって俺を村まで連れて帰ってくれたのはこいつなのか？
It's such a good face.
そうだよ、すげえんだぜミーマイは。そこらの飲んだくれなんかよりよっぽど頭いいし役に立つんだ。
そうか、世話になったなミーマイ。ありがとう。
I'd rather not think about Xenoblade 2. It makes me sad. Oh, you're finally awake? Yes, sir. I guess I've caused you some trouble. I let my guard down and then, well, sorry about all this. Don't worry about what's already happened, young fella. Feel free to stay in this village to heal your wounds for as long as you need. However, I must strongly insist that you never go near Moonguile Forest again. I've heard rumors of meddlers from Burkot snooping around that forest without permission. Now do you nor those blockheads understand that Moonguile Forest must not be disturbed? An ancient, hideous monster slumbers deep within that forest. These days, even the forest animals seem uneasy. Now is not the time to meddle in places you don't belong. my apologies in advance if you hear a loud snoring sound. Worf is like right behind me and he is out. Everyone is talking about you, a young traveler found in serious trouble in the Forbidden Forest. Don't mind the stories, this is a small village. Even a small happening is big news here. You know, speaking of recently announced games and all that, the developers behind Moon, a remix RPG adventure, have announced a new game called Stray Children, and I am very excited for that. I'll make some of my delicious creams too. I need milk. Milk. Where's the milk? Oh no, I'm out of milk. Brad, I have to keep an eye on the pot. If there was someone who could bring me milk from the stable. You just got away from stray children. This is true. Hello there.
あんたが行き倒れて先生のとこに担ぎ込まれたっていう兄さんだね。一人旅もいいが、あんまり無茶するんじゃないよ。故郷にあんたの帰りを首を長くして待ってる親兄弟がいるんだろ。あんたのことを大事に思ってくれてるような人たちに。
Please do go follow Hope. He is a fantastically comfy dude.
いらぬ心配かけるような真似だけはしちゃいけないよ。
Doesn't it roll on the in-game timer rather than the console date? I remember that you could also actually play this game with the CMOS battery died or dead on the Gamecube.
いや、故郷にはもう誰もいない。俺は一人ぼっちなんだ。
そうかい。そいつは寂しいね。しかしそれじゃなおさら無茶はいけないよ兄さん。きっと世界のどこかにはあんたのことを待ってる人がいるからさ。
俺のことを待ってる人？
ああ、そうさ。あんたのことをいずれあんたが必要とするようになる誰か。そんな誰かが世界のどこかで今もあんたと同じように普通に暮らしてお互いまだそうとは知らずに。世の中ってのはそうやって回っているんだ。
This game always reminds me of a blend between, at least the opening act reminds me a lot of a blend between Final Fantasy IX's general aesthetic mixed with Jade Cocoon.
ところで兄さん、こいつを持っていきなよ。私の特製のお団子だ。遠慮はいらないよ。
Oh yeah, got some food.
ああ、ありがとう。
なに、礼はいらないよ。気をつけて、おゆき。
There's something in the drawer. You've obtained a Magnus Dark Flare level 1. Becoming the perfect wife. You flip open to a random page. Listen to and obey your husband's every bit. Yikes. That's not how that works. Oh, that voice is way different.
近くの森にあるという古い遺跡を見に来たの。あなたは？
俺？
私もう行かなきゃ。じゃあね、僕、ミーマイ。僕じゃないや、セドルってんだい。だけど物好きだよな。わざわざあんなもん見に行くなんてさ。村の人は誰も近づきゃしないぜ、あの森には。呪われてるって言ってさ、どっかの兄ちゃんみたいに森の獣にやられてぶっ倒れたりしなければいいけどね。
I feel attacked.
言ってくれるよ。月魂の森の遺跡か。俺たちも後で行ってみるか。
Mizuti is the one with the mask, right?
それじゃあ早速月魂の森へ行ってみるとしようか。大昔の遺跡ってのを見てみようぜ。この村の連中はあの森のことをやたら恐れてるみたいだが気にすることはない。
I really love this dog, but I vacuumed the carpet a couple of days ago, and it's now just dog hair.
ただの迷信さ、そんなの。なに、大丈夫だって。今度は油断しないから。
Where does this lead? Interesting though to see this in hindsight after they started going so hard on like island based design in Monolith games. Like if I recall correctly, this is like the first major departure from the Xenosaga formula. And like there's already hints of like Xenoblade 2's design elements or world design elements visible in this, or Xenoblade 1 even. Look at those backgrounds though. Look at that. Beautiful. It was Sakuraba who composed this, right? Yeah. Both this and Origin. Oh, right, yeah, because like Tri-Crescendo was working on this, and that's a subsidiary of Tri-Ace. I was chilling in Discord with mates, and we were having a few drinks watching newer Takashi Castle. It's really fun. No, Tri-Ace is still doing their own thing. They're hanging on by a thread though, like legit. It's pretty bad. Like, I don't know if you've played Star Ocean 6, which you really should. It's pretty good. It has some budgetary issues that are very noticeable in the production side of things, but I really enjoyed it. Hey, Sailor Peter, how's it going? I think Star Ocean already did that. Right, I need you to look up the tutorial again for how this works. Because if I remember, there was also a lot of like timing-based stuff. And hey, Softcore, how's it going? And Leroy's, how's it going? Yeah, 5 really was, like, probably the most detrimental to the brand as a whole. Like, I think that's the point where the IP suffered irreparable damage. Like, people were already kind of on the cusp when it came to 3's controversial ending. Then 4 came out, it was alright. It was very messy, but looked kind of weird. And then 5 came out, and it was just no, that's 4. Last Hope. And then 5 came out, and it sort of wasn't even finished. Like, that game was nowhere near done. I enjoyed it a lot, but I also played it as sort of like a palate cleanser. And for that, it's perfect. Like, it's one of those games that you can just play in between other games that you don't want to think too much about, right? Just have this magnificent playthrough of a video game. Say you just come off the tail end of Valkyrie Profile or something. You're just like, oh, I crave something that allows me to digest the goodness of Valkyrie Profile even more. You just kind of simmer in the goodness of Valkyrie Profile while you play Star Ocean 5. And 6 was a genuine attempt at kind of bridging that gap between the old and the new. And I mostly felt like they succeeded. It has a lousy third act though. Like, it struggles to stick the landing. And that's mostly budgetary. Ooh. Okay, let's see. System. Here. Battle screen. Target party status. Target Magnus choice time. Battles in Baten Kaitos are fought with decks of cards called Magnus, which can be used for attacking, defending, and healing, and other actions. Attack order in battle is determined by both foes' and allies' agility stat, while defense happens during an enemy's attack. Hey, Breakfast Sampler, how's it going? 3 was fine. People were just weirdly very sour at the plot twist and rightfully annoyed that 5-6 where space RPG took place in a generic fantasy world. Yeah, that's also kind of a... I was about to say, like, it's a bit hypocritical for the fan base to be upset about space RPGs not being in space, where the only one that you went into space... Well, the only 2 that went into space also made people upset that they were in space instead of generic fantasy RPGs. You can select a target before attacking by using the L or R buttons. You can switch the enemy cursor with L and the ally cursor with R. I myself was fine with the twist, but I understand why others wouldn't. It sort of mitigates everything you've done in the game, so I can understand why people are frustrated with it. I'm trying not to give away like the actual ending. Like I can understand, like it kind of feels like a rug pull if you're not like mentally prepared to kind of embrace that kind of storytelling. But I found it a lot more bearable than 4's like, oh, we're just gonna rewrite fucking history. To attack, select an attack Magnus in the character's hand within the time limit. Magnus must be placed in a deck to appear in the hand. Each character's class level will affect the number of Magnus shown up in their hand. What's the time limit for attacking? Which is pretty dominant in the 80s and 90s to fantasy. Not really. They sort of coexisted side by side. It's just much more noticeable that we only got... it was the only time where we really got sci-fi themed JRPGs. But they have been mostly doing just the standard fantasy route since like the PC 98 days, or PC 88 even. Everything in and of itself ultimately stems from Ultima. After beginning your attack, to begin a combo, you can select another Magnus before the preceding attack ends. You can keep attacking to reach the combo limit. Finishing moves are powerful tools but will end in any active combos. Enemies can also use finishing moves. As you progress through the game, you may encounter Magnus with multiple spirit numbers. Move the cursor to the Magnus and tilt the right stick in the direction of the desired spirit number to select it. Okay, so spirit numbers. That's like, okay. When an enemy attacks, you can defend with Magnus as well. Choose the Magnus before the enemy begins an attack to reduce damage taken. And that's likely the number of the spirit number on the card. That helps reduce the damage, but you lose the card in the process. Magnus can either be non-elemental or one of the 6 different elements. The 6 elements come in opposing pairs, and use 2 opposing elements in the same attack will reduce the damage you deal. Oh, I know. Also, treat this basically as if I am seeing this for the first time. It's been a pretty long time since I last played through this. Like, I know the basics, I'm just refreshing it myself. Incapacitated, cannot take any action until revived. Headache. Spirit numbers display on top, bottom, left, or right of Magnus. Sleep, skips character's turn, cured after 2 turns or after taking damage from an attack. Spirit number revolve clockwise around Magnus. Skip a character's turn, cured after 2 turns. Skips character turn, cured after 2 turns or after taking damage from a fire-based attack. Takes 5% of maximum HP as damage every turn. Persists after battle, cured after being hit by a water-based attack or after resting your wings at a shop. Take 3% of maximum HP as damage. That's interesting though. This is one of the few RPGs that actually mentions it as maximum HP rather than just HP. Like, it defines that it's not your current HP, but your total. Weaken soul resistances. Shows results after attack or defense are finished, and also shows added effect from receiving prices, damage reduction during defense, and healing effectiveness. You can simplify this display via custom gameplay. String together multiple magni of certain spirit numbers will trigger a price effect. Or prize effect, increasing the effects of Magnus. Prizes come in a few forms. Arrange Magnus spirit numbers in order to trigger a straight matchup. Magnus of the same. Okay, so it's like poker rolls. Gotcha. In battle, you can create new magnets by playing special magnets in order. You can only obtain these magnets per one of these magnets per battle, but you can obtain as many as you want across multiple battles. Use the healing magnets to restore HP to selected target. Healing magnets can only be used during an attack turn. Watch where your cursor is, though, or you could end up healing your enemies. Note that HP can be restored both in camp and in battle. Restoring HP via item magnets in battle will not consume the magnets. Spirit magic. During an attack turn, magnets can sometimes become infused with spirit magic. Select these transformed magnets to unleash powerful magic attacks. The chance of spirit magic appearing arises with trust. Use the camera magnets to snap a photo of your target and gain a photo magnets at the end of battle. You can sell photo magnets at shops. Better photos will fetch you better prices. Photo quality is affected by things like light levels and speed of your target. And escape magnets guarantees your escape from any enemy except bosses. However, escape magnets can only be played as the first card in a turn. Upon escape, you will lose any EXP or SP combo magnets created during battle. Okay. It's a lot to take in, but... let's see. Okay. Battle equipment. Oh, right. If you if you add defensive magnets to your deck, your statistics change, if I remember correctly. We'll get to that in a bit. Let's start with the basics. Otherwise, I'm going to overwhelm myself in chat with information. Ooh. Voice level 1. Can I add? Do I still have slots available? No. Okay, currently 20 is max. I'll take that. We'll see when we get there. The forest has become quite a dangerous place these days. You'd better heed my advice if you want to make it out of here in one piece. So how about it? Are you gonna ask me for advice? Well, should we ask this guy? What should we ask this guy about? Is this just a trip, or are you actually moving in 2 days, Steve? Because I remember you mentioning that you were moving there. Nice. For how long? Use weapons for the offensive round and armor and shields for the defensive round. Some weapons can be used for defense as well. You won't lose your magnets, so go ahead and experiment. Don't think too much, let the intuition be your guide. Using several magnets in a turn makes up a unit called a combo. I don't know how many magnets you can use right now, but the unit that decides the final damage dealt is your combo. Each individual magnet is just a contributing element in the combo. It's still in the dream phase. I'll be there until the 12th. Nice. Do enjoy your time there. It's better to learn this the hard way, but anyway, if you use an opposite element in a single combo, such as fire and water, the damage from both elements will cancel each other out, decreasing the total damage dealt. When you choose the Magnus in your combo, pay attention to their element color. Otherwise, you won't engage in battle as effectively. The combo is what's important. Attack combo versus defense combo, the total power of combos of you and your enemy, determines the outcome of the hand. The first thing you should do during your turn is to choose a target. Choose carefully because your entire combo will be used on that target alone. The target is always on the enemy at first, so if you want to attack an enemy, just leave it as is. But remember, if a recovery Magnus is in a combo, it will heal the enemy. Not only will your party member fail to be healed, you'll end up healing the enemy's HP. Oh, so that's what happened earlier. That's what happened. I was wondering why the 45 wasn't added to my HP, but rather to the enemies. So if you want to use a recovery Magnus, press the R button and choose a character from your party first. Every time you press the R button, the target will switch to a new party member. The target never moves to the enemy by pressing the R button, so don't worry about that. On the other hand, pressing the L button switches the target only among the enemies. Use it to quickly choose your enemy targets. Don't get caught standing around like a slug on defense. You should protect yourself. It's not difficult, just use a defense Magnus before an attack hits you. But any particular places you're staying at, Steve? Or rather, anything you're willing to mention? And thank you as well for renewing for 6 months, I think I saw earlier in the stream. Thank you so much. Also mind the elements. It's no use guarding against a fire attack with a fire Magnus. To guard against an attack with a fire element, use a water Magnus. Ah, nice. Kyoto is great. And Osaka as well. I wasn't a big fan of Tokyo. It's a bit too big for my taste. But there is so much cool stuff to see there. I'm easily affected by choice paralysis. In other words, take advantage of the opposite element to kill the effect. Let me give you a big hint. Everything is determined by combo versus combo. Many things are determined only after the combo sequence ends. What I'm trying to say is that damage is never determined until a combo finishes. Kinda interesting, isn't it? This means you don't necessarily have to choose a water Magnus exactly after the fire attack. You have to think about the combo units. Just lower the final combo damage as close to 0 as possible and you'll be fine. And he's out again. He woke up, did a big stretch, and then he laid down again. God, look at these beautiful environments, though. A tree trunk is blocking my way. If only I had some fire, maybe I could burn it and get by. Okay, so he did a defensive combo against my combo. Let's guard fully. Nice. Okay, I have 122. Okay, currently our combo max is... Well, considering that I can only do this... Wait, did I just damage myself by healing myself? What? Oh, crap. I really like this dynamic. Anything that I get out of that? I'll take that. Let's catch up on chat real quick. The last time I was in Japan, I was with my cousin and his friends who went somewhere I can't remember. Now on the train, came across this big Oktoberfest. To this day, I'm not sure how we made it back into the hotel. That's fair and understandable. Let's see. Do I have something in the collection? Ooh. Ooh. Oh wait, can I move underneath that? Nice. Do. It's such a Sakuraba battle theme. Ooh, I'll take that. Okay, let's see. Is there something I can do with that? Or helmet, leather jacket. Okay. Why aren't things that I'm finding showing up in there? Right. The Eorzean Cafe looks like a lot of fun. Generally, those cafes, I really like them. I probably get way too much like additional stuff. Ooh, 0 damage. I really appreciate how accessible this battle system feels, though. Okay, so now it shows up. Why didn't it before? Where's the leather helmet? Hey, Blank, how's it going? Doesn't it look amazing at this resolution, though? Oh, might be able to use this now. Eh. Nice. Yeah, that might... Oh, it doesn't even... I love the design. I just realized that that's like a layout of this wing. And I love how much that reminds me of Panzer Dragoon. Yeah, it's card-based combat. You can make some very broken combinations in this game. Let's grab a picture here so we have some... I'll just take this whenever it shows up. Say cheese! And now die. It didn't. How disappointing. Oh, like the rolling bass line is so good. I'll take that. Oh, this dog is so sleepy. He's just relaxing. You mean the third episode of Phantasy Star Online? I have that. We should play that on stream at some point. Oh, also, I completely forgot to update you guys on the hand situation. My hand is doing a lot better. It probably was a pinched nerve that caused my entire hand to like cramp up in a way that was just incredibly painful. And I still can't quite rapidly press buttons with my hand. But it doesn't hurt as much anymore. Kind of bummed because I was really looking forward to playing some more Armored Core. Oh, right, Lost Kingdoms. Yeah, wasn't that FromSoft? That was FromSoft, right? Or am I thinking of something else? Yep. I have those as well. At least the first game that I know of. I don't know if I have the second one. Woo! Hang on. I gotta do something here. That's better. Ooh, good damage though. Yeah, I didn't have anything. Ooh, that's gotta hurt. Wait, that's only 8 damage. That's not too bad. The game's conveniently ignored by Dark Souls nerds. I think the whole history of FromSoft is generally non-existent prior to 2011 for a lot of people. Which is a shame, because FromSoft makes some of the greatest and jankiest experiences in video games. It's pretty good. It was a good design for a monster, though. Okay, let's do a fire into light. Man, I love this boss theme. It's so good. Ah, no. That is, oh, harsh. She does not have a whole lot to defend herself with. How's she doing? Ooh, what was that? I'll have to check that next turn. Hey, Mind, how's it going? Is there a way to, like, skip a turn? This is a remake. Uh-oh. Oh, that wasn't too bad. That wasn't too bad. What is this? Dance of Light. Wait, why can't I play that? Let's see what happens if I make 10. Nothing. Trying to find the, Ah! Hey, Genie, how's it going? Okay, she is getting pretty low here, so... let's just bamboo shoot for this turn. Just rather safe than sorry. Don't have anything to counteract that, though. Like... And block the Crimson Hill. I've been liking Mortal Kombat 1. I heard some pretty good things about it. Not so much from the Switch version, though. That one looks a bit rough. Ooh. Nice. Got him. Very smooth fight. I'll take it. And I got the picture. Now I gotta make a choice though. Do I go for an early wealth increase or oh wait. Oh nice. I just get a bunch of stuff. That's really nice.
こいつの牙は高く売れるんだ。
Oh, by the way, Hope, I don't know if you're still here, but do you know how everything is with September now? Like, are we now in that final stretch thingy? Because I have been away from Twitch for a few days. I haven't been keeping up to date. She's mourning her friends, and Kalos is just like, fuck yeah, I'm rich. And over your teeth.
いいマグナスを持ってやがる。こいつは使えるぜ。
ちょっと亡くなった人から物を盗むっていうの？
Well, they don't need it anymore.
私の仲間なのよ。
固いこと言うなって。どうせ死んじまった連中にはもう何も必要ないんだ。
Callus being a bit of a dick never gets old. I think it was the best story since Mortal Kombat 9. That is great praises, though. I really like the story of Mortal Kombat 9.
他の者が生きていくためにそいつの持ち物をもらったって文句は言わないさ。それに何も身ぐるみはごってわけじゃない。必要なものだけもらえりゃそれで十分だ。ほらよ。
これはグラムとレイオンの形見として家族に渡してあげろって、そういうこと？あなた案外。
お前の取り分だ。それをやるからブーブー言うな。
Oh, it's such a good face as well.
なんですって？冗談じゃない。亡くなった仲間から盗んだものなんかいらないわ。ねえ、ちょっとあなたね。あ、ちょっと待ってよ。
I have to get 4 more tower endings, but one of the trophies apparently is a timed boss seasonally. Wait, they have seasonal bosses?
私はシェラ。改めてお礼を言うわ。
別にあんたを助けたわけじゃないさ、シェラ。剣竜が美味しい獲物だったってだけだ。
ねえ、あなた幻の国ミラの人でしょ？
どうしてそれを？
精霊の守護を受けているもの、すぐ分かったわ。確かミラの国の人にしか精霊をこの地に呼び込むことはできないとかいうことだったし。
よく知ってるみたいだな、精霊について。
Let me actually check how the September thing works this time around.
時代、この世界とは異なる次元とこの世界との境界にて。
Oh, the gift sub thing is starting tomorrow. Why do they make it so complicated? Like that first September was fantastic. Just here's half off, have a good time. Why do we need to make the ifs, ands, or buts on that? I don't get it.
それぞれ違う世界に住む2つの命の精神
For money! How's it going, Roll Mile?
その異世界の精神は精霊と呼ばれた。だが精霊の声を聞く者はごく稀であり、運よく精霊が降りた者は大いなる知恵と力を授かったという。でも驚いた。今まで本当に古い言い伝え、ただの伝説だと思っていたもの。
まあ、傍から見たら精霊なんているのかいないのかわからないし、ただの言い伝え、伝説のお化けかなんかみたいに思われても仕方ないな。
Oh, we're the guardian spirit. Okay. I'm only a ghost.
今の精霊の声。
Ooh, Zara, you have very silly pants.
頭の中で誰かの声がかすかにこだましたみたい。
お前、精霊の声が聞こえたのか？
There are things in this world that we will never truly understand.
ほんのかすかにだけど。それがあなたの名前ね。私はシェラ。
Ooh. Ooh. Hang on. Hang on. I am gonna make a Ray pretty happy. Legend of Legacy is getting an HD remaster. So that means that both The Lions Alive and Legend of Legacy are leaving the 3DS. Which is pretty damn good. The cameo system looks like a lot of fun. I reckon it'd be pretty overwhelming to new players to basically play a pseudo tag fighter. But if you're kind of used to it, I reckon that feels like a playing ground of possibilities. Whatever.
なんだかくすぐったいような不思議な感じ。
でもお前村で目覚めてからなんか変だぞ。そういやラリクシ先生が言ってたっけ。頭ぶつけたから記憶がどうこうとか。まさかお前あの村で目を覚ます前のことを。
I watched Maximilian play through the beta of Mortal Kombat 1, and like a lot of the setups in that looked insanely cool to pull off. Very satisfying stuff.
おい、本当かよ。冗談じゃない。一体なんだって。
That face really looks like somebody who set on something sharp. Hey, Huxloth, how's it going? Interesting things about the relocalized script of this remaster. You mean all the spelling errors they took out? I'm really liking it. It's a very relaxing pace so far.
どうせそのうち思い出すだろう。
ねえカラス。私この奥にあるという古い遺跡へ行かなきゃいけないの。あなたたちは？
ああ、俺たちもそうだ。どうする？一緒に行くか。
Just leave my dead friends out for the vultures to pick clean.
ちょっとだけ待ってて。
A sky burial, I believe it's called. We're actually just gonna leave them there.
先を急がねばなりません。グラム、レイオン、これまで本当にありがとう。
Hey, Kaze-nun, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome on in, everybody. My name is Gil. We're playing some Baten Kaitos Remastered. And if that sounds like your cup of tea, feel free to sit back, relax, and enjoy. What were you up to, dude? What were you up to? What has chat been forcing you to play this time? Like Gaia. Wow. That is digging deep into the PS2. Are you liking Legend of Gaia too? Also, if you guys can do me a favor, please do go follow Kaze-nun. Mostly streams games requested by viewers with some interesting titles and combinations of titles.
一人夜の底を行く我らを海よいざないたまえ
I'm fine with my GameCube copies. I would be fine if Origin had a PAL release. It doesn't, so I'm very okay with receiving a collection where Origins is included. And plus, we had the whole Tin Can Kaitos thing going on. I don't know if the US version has that, but the conversion from mono to stereo is absolutely atrocious on the PAL version.
さあ、急ぎましょう、カラス。
The dog is just so sleepy. It's adorable. He just turns into a loaf. And the US version definitely had the tin can sound. Yeah, that's one of my major deterrents for playing the GameCube version. Yeah, you have to have 14 days worth of in-game time to evolve a single Magnus to 100% it. Like, everything is basically tied to the in-game clock. Hey, first party member. Once my hand starts working again, by the way, I do want to finish up Doshin the Giant and also start Skies of Arcadia. Strange voice cast in English. Callus was Paul Phoenix from Tekken, and the party members Richard Hawk from Metal Wolf Chaos. Wait, how did you find a voice cast list for Metal Wolf Chaos? I'm not sure a thing like that exists. Does it do anything, or is it purely a matter of collect one of every item? It's basic. Okay, so basically this game has something called Magnus, right? Magnus are these cards that you can use in battle, and each individual card has a variety of this that evolves over time and basically makes it stronger. And one of them is a card that is that takes 2 weeks to cook. Let's take a 3 out. We have a lot of 3s. Put that in. Yeah, food items rot. Like, if I eat this banana now, it will damage me. Right? I can damage people with I can kill enemies with bananas. Oh boy. And hey, Steak, how's it going? And Mage Maroon, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. So yeah, basically what you do is you cook up one single item, and over time it becomes like a super powerful Magnus. And you can then use that and feel strong? I don't know. He is so sleepy. It's adorable. God, I love this dog so much. And something is written here, but the sign is too dirty to make out what it says. You must master all materials in FF7 for it to be considered. Yeah, it's kind of like that. Bonk. And this should allow me to kill the second one. Yeah, nice. I really like how in touch with the original the enemy models feel. Is this your first time playing this, or you played this before? I played the original like 10 years ago, last time. But I played it a couple of times since release. Like whenever I had a Gamecube mood, I just put my Gamecube out and play some Baten Kaitos or Fire Emblem. Me and Fire Emblem is a curse experience though. Like, good lord. I still do not know how I ever managed to complete a single Fire Emblem game. We are on the offensive, right? Damn it. I'll take the 8 damage and the extra turn. I managed to glitch Shadows of Valentia so hard that I underflowed the accuracy values for the game. I don't know how I did this, by the way. So basically every hit percentage would be reversed, meaning that everybody had either, when it was 100%, it was a 0% chance. And
what car do e-girls love to drive? A Subaru.
Field, no. No, you're not allowed to make that joke. How's it going, dude? Thank you so much for 23 months of support. Really freaking appreciate it. Has it been almost 2 years already? Jesus. Thank you so much. Now, how's the streaming been, man? You've been going hard on Baldur's Gate and Starfield, haven't you? One of the other interesting attributes of this is that you can sort of negate your own spells by doing like a fire and a water attack in the same combo. And you'll get a negative damage penalty. So you don't want to use like an opposing element in the same combo, but on the other hand, like in the first turn where I drew 2 water cards, if you stack those together, it amplifies the effect. Waiting for Monster Hunter? As in a new Monster Hunter entry, or just Monster Hunter in general? Hey, that's the way it should be, right? How are you liking Baldur's Gate 3? I heard that, unfortunately, that Baldur's Gate... Why can't I do this? Oh, wait, it has combo prerequisites. Gotcha. So now I'll be able to use that. Gotcha. I heard that the physical edition wasn't happening for Europe for some reason for PlayStation 5. Don't know why. And hey, Shock, how's it going? So, what would you guys look for in a new Monster Hunter game? Like any major significant differences from, say, like Rise or World? Motoi Sakuraba is such a weird composer. He has so many songs that sound exactly the same, but then he has a handful of tracks. It's very hit or miss, but the reason it sounds like sounds so similar is because he uses a lot of the same samples. So like his keyboard tone is usually the same, his drum tone is usually the same, his bass tone is usually the same, and it has been from Golden Sun onward. So that's why it sounds so similar, like it all overlaps. If you hear a track from Tales of Symphonia, it has the same instrument typage as Golden Sun, and if you hear something from Chills of Arise, it might have something similar to like Baten Kaitos. Like he's kind of weird like that. Oh, Tonfa would be great. Tonfa would be great. They kind of get into that Token territory of because like this track in and of itself is very similar to the battle theme of Chills Symphonia. But one of the things that I noticed when I was listening to a lot of Sakuraba's work back to back is that he doesn't necessarily write battle themes, he writes prog rock songs. Last time I've been so engrossed in a game like Baldur's Gate 3 was probably Dragon Age Origins of Fallout 2. Before that, ooh, high praises. You've obtained Flame Sword. Ooh. Oh, and we can use it. Do I get rid of Longsword? No, I'm gonna get rid of Short Sword in favor of this. Yeah. I am very excited for Dragon's Dogma 2. That's my most anticipated title. I'm really hoping that the He-Man hairdo makes a comeback, so we can continue the adventures of He-Man and the Pawns of the Universe. No real combo, but I'll take it. Light of Flare. Ooh. That's too bad, buddy. Still got burned. Ooh. Pay attention. I think I'm going to be hesitantly giving BioWare one last chance to win me back with Dragon Age 4 and the new Mass Effect? Wait, has there been an announcement for a new Mass Effect? It's a bit overkill, but I'll take it. Has a cool animation, so worth it. Wait, I thought I was almost leveled up. Apparently not. I don't remember that. Also, what is the pathfinding on this? Do I have to go all the way around? There you go. I know we have an autosave, I know we have a backup save, but I am traditional in my save usage in that I will clog a single memory card with a single video game. Oh, could have comboed there. Nah, that's alright as well. 2 light element attacks back to back. Should be fine. Do I have something defensive? I have a camera. That would be sick. I remember when Animal Crossing took up an entire memory card. Like, thankfully, the game originally shipped with its own memory card, though. So you got like a dedicated memory card available. Interesting. Is there a reason why? Oh wait, they're two different things. Let's take the saber. And the background. That illusion is so good. Oh, look at this. From a top-down perspective, the way that the leaves move around is so well done. Ooh, boss number 2. Those are some potent eyebrows. Let's see what voice does in this case. Attribute effect. Okay, so water naturally doesn't really affect it as much. Isn't Monster Hunter... Is Monster Hunter now one of those Niantic games? Alright. So that's something that I am gonna avoid. Oh, wait. It might be extra effective now to use Fire Burst, actually, because he's a water attribute. Yeah, there you go. Interesting. I don't know what this does. My house is full of Kuluyakus. It's just called being Australian, Loin. Let's see. Well, I can damage you with bananas, so I'm gonna do that. Do we still have to wait 200 hours? 300! And yes, how's it going, Soldat? Yo, you get to slap people. Oh, god damn it. 8 damage. 8 banana damage. Oh, I gotta try this. I'm taking full damage here. But this is just Motoi Sakuraba playing guitar. Like, this is basically what he does. But that little, like that wind up, it's just something that he does in pretty much every game. Like, it's how he builds tension in his... There it is. That's his... Basically, if there was a leitmotif for Motoi Sakuraba, it's that. Kind of like the Sawano drop. Whoa, that did massive damage. And I got a clean shot of that. Ooh, no. Is there... No, that's fine. Oh, this is not fine. Yep, there comes the big one. I might have to wait in the blue storm. Yeah. Ah, that's a waste. That's a waste. Yeah. Let's see that blue storm. Let's go. Hey, Sentu guy. How's it going? Did he just block nearly all of that? Oh, blue storm is water-based. Of course, that makes sense. Shit. Oh, I can throw these out. Nice. Okay, so I definitely need a healing turn after this. I really like these moments where you can just kind of sit around and just let it happen. I do need to waste a turn here. Oh. I have successfully bananaed. Yeah, that makes sense. That's fine. About to hit the reshuffle, so do have to keep that in mind. Oh, that is a new one. I like how it's such a dramatic looking attack and it's just thud. Loin, thank you so much for gifting a sub to Sanatukai. Really freaking appreciate it, dude. Can I get some Kev's Riches in chat? Thank you so much. Restore 90 HP. Molokov, thank you so much for gifting a sub to PK something. Really freaking appreciate it. Gonna get some Kevin's Riches in chat. Please. Haven't slept an entire day. Somehow wasn't tired now, kinda. Not really. Oh, get some tea. Relax. Yeah, there goes the turn. That's fine. Don't use that to block, please. Dragon Press. But oh, it's so good. Thank you all so much for the support. Really freaking appreciate it. You guys are much too kind. Gamble? Oh. Doesn't really work now, does it? Take it. Yeah. No guard for you this time. Woo! I think I took a picture.
時は至れる。ここに主の扉は開かれる。しかと受け取るがいい。マルペルシュロの祝福。
The Star Ocean is fantastic. His work on a lot of the Star Ocean games is really good. This really is just Shinzo with extra steps, isn't it? Time to turn into Hyper Mushrambo. Michaela's Edge, how's it going? Oh, there it is.
主の扉が開かれた。さあ、聞くがいい星よ。世界の滅びの歌を。
Speaking of R, I've been really tempted to dive into Arno Surge at some point.
Ano? マルペルシュロというのは旧世界の呪われた神の名よ。
知るかよ。お前こそなんでそんなことを。
And these designs are really freaking cool. That is a very good face. My apologies, that took a bit longer. Worf demanded a belly rub, so I decided to feed him as well. And hey, Scavenger, how's it going? Good luck at work, Genie. Thank you so much for stopping by. That was a very, very crunchy bud. I like it.
2枚か。大丈夫だ。ありがとう。ちくしょう、やられた。あの光り輝くマグナスも取られちまったみたいだな。しかしついてるぜ。まさかこんなところで奴に会えるとは。ジャコモ、じいちゃんとフィーの敵逃がしはしないぞ、ジャコモ。よし、そう来なくちゃ。ちくしょう、このままで済むと思うなよ、野郎め。
This is the HD remaster.
奴らどこへ行きやがったんだ。ひとまず村へ帰ろう。あの飛空船について聞いてみようぜ。あれだけでかくて目立つ船だ。きっと誰か何か知ってるはずだ。なんだ、お前も一緒に行くってのか。ああ、わかったよ。
Best friend is a whale. I'm surprised they made Switchport to begin with. Yeah, same. It's kind of a shame though, because like, hey buddy, how's it going? You left an absolute mayhem worth of hair, buddy. Sorry, I'm getting distracted by my dog. He's being a bit of a silly goose. But yeah, I'm kind of baffled that they released it as a twin pack rather than like separate games. I would have kind of expected them to either go the route where they just offer them both digitally for like 30 each, but they gave us the collection for like 45, and it's the first time that Europeans get to enjoy Baten Kaitos Origins, so pretty excited to get to that. Jump in my cape? What? Wait, how does that work? Does he have a pocket dimension in his back?
Karas-kun, よかった。無事だったか。森の方で何やら騒がしいようだったが。とにかく村長の家へ来なさい。みんな集まっている。
俺にもよくわからないんだけど。
Oops. Is there a physical copy of Baten Kaitos? Only for Europe and Japan. My dog gives me no most how dare he looks when I pet the cat instead of him. A second. Let's see if that news is now verified. Someone posted on Video Game Chronicle about another data breach at Sony. Wouldn't be the first time. But it will be wild if that actually gets verified.
Mori no oku no izumi no toko de henna monster ga detekite, sore de maru perushiro ga dou to ka.
なんじゃと。マルペルシュロじゃと。それは太古の呪われた邪神の名じゃ。言わぬことじゃない。だからあれほど森には手を出すなと言ったのじゃ。
だけど
言い訳など聞く耳もたる。お前たちのせいで恐ろしい災いが世に解き放たれてしもうた。それで確かあの旅の少女も森へ出かけたんじゃなかったのかね。
あの子シェラも一緒だったんだ。でもでかい飛空船でやってきた男たちに襲われて連れ去られちまった。
かなりまずいことになっているようだな。
先生、あの船について何か知らないか。奴らを追わなきゃならない。
いや、残念だがその
なんか見たことないようなでっかい船なら都の方へ飛んでったぜ。都へ？わかった。ありがとう。
気をつけるんだ、カラス君。どうやら大きな歯車が回り始めているらしい。いいか、決して油断するんじゃないぞ。
ああ、先生、わかったよ。よし、逃がしはしないぞ、ジャコモ。
ああ、 それとカラス君、一つ頼みたいことがあるんだ。時間は取らせないから後で私の家に来てくれないか。
先生の家に。分かった。後で寄ってみるよ。
All right, let's go visit the dock. Don't think we have anything else to do in this village. Dock was over here, I think. Yeah. Let's also hit this point so we can... Actually, let's try the church thing. I'm actually kind of curious about that. God, I'm gonna have to vacuum this room so badly. Let's visit church. Let's get religious in here. Oh, look at that. Look at that beautiful background. What to do? What to do? Look at that. You know, I really want to see the church sequence in Xenogears upscaled like this. Another adventurer. Do you stand before me in search of greater power? Whoa, whoa, whoa. What are you talking about? I don't get it. Where am I anyway? Those who seek spiritual growth visit this church to pray. If you have earned enough experience through your travels, your prayers will be answered. This may be confusing at first. I will try to answer any questions you may have. What would you like to know? Simply winning battles is not enough to increase your various strengths and capabilities. You need to pray before the altar and reflect on your experiences. Only then will you truly learn and your abilities will improve. This is the only way to realize and fulfill one's true potential. Pray within these hallowed halls. Remember that the power of realization can only be attained through prayer. Visit this church whenever possible to learn of your true powers and abilities. Yes. Class levels. You will find artifacts in this world, items of great power. Even in Magnus form, these items retain their magic and will help you prepare for even greater ordeals. If you desire to possess such strength, bring me the required Magnus, and its inexpressible gift shall be entrusted to you. The power bestowed upon you from these special Magnus will be of different quality than that of normal level up. Any other questions? No. Okay, so where do I pray? Here. Has increased their class level. The character's deck capacity has been expended. Empty slots will automatically be filled with a pass Magnus during battle. Here station. This wasn't Nintendo, this was Bandai Namco. What's up, buddy? Just a quick second. I'm gonna bully my dog for a second. He gave me the ball to be like, hey, throw this ball so I can go get it. Then I throw the ball, and he looks at me like, you threw my ball, go get it. What a good boy. Okay, so we have some more things that we can add. Why would you do this? Why are you like this? I don't know, Worf. I don't know why I do the things I do. Pardon me, young traveler. I really have to WD-40 this mic arm. Could you spare a moment and listen to an old man's story? Mm-hmm. I have a favor to ask of you. A favor? Yes, a favor. There's something I would like you to look for during your travels. Stay a while and listen. That's Diablo 3, isn't it? Look at the ceiling above you. Oh, right? This is stars. This is the star map. Over 50 years ago, skilled artisans gave birth to this splendid creation. The starlight shining down from the ceiling was truly a sight to behold. One day, however, the star map was torn to pieces and scattered all over the world. As you can see, the few stars still left can only twinkle with sadness. Can't have sad stars now, can we? I hope to one day see the star map in its former shimmering glory. Before this old body of mine gives, that is. Yet my wishes are but wishes. I'm too old to travel the road searching for the fragments. Yet a traveler like you may be able to find the fragments during the course of your journey. What do you think? Would you be willing to search for the lost fragments? The 50... This is the star thing from Legend of Dragoon all over again. Like the star fragments. They are most likely in the form of constellation magnets. If you come across any of them, please bring them to me. I will reward you for each fragment you find for me. So if I find a constellation magnet, I just bring it to you, right? Yes, that's right. Thank you for taking on this task. Did someone say star chips? Oh no. That side quest was fucking miserable. I remember trying it once and then ending up, oh, the reflections on this are pretty botched though. Look at that. Hey, Mage Maroon, how's it going? Thank you for the follow earlier. Appreciate it. Just a second. Yes, a second. Gotta help my dog out. Worf tried to bite the ball, but because the ball had been rolling around on the floor so much, like a lot of hair accumulated on top of it. So he basically just had a hairball. He is such a good boy, though. Like, it's really funny. Like, every time he lays down on the carpet, he just gets up and there's like a silhouette of Worf just embedded into the carpet in the shape of hair, in the form of hair. It's kind of crazy. Oh, what is this? Explosives are piled on the bench, an unexpected sight for a backwoods farming village on the frontier. Sorry, Callus, I know you're in a hurry, but I need to ask you a favor. A landslide in Noonki village, or valley, has made the route to Perkat impassable. I've prepared explosives and left them on the bench. I want you to use them to clear away the landslide rubble. Wait, explosives? How did you get them on this remote island? The Empire is the only place I can think of that has easy access to explosives. That's not what's important right now. What's important is the impassable route to Perkat. If the rubble in Noonki Valley is not cleared away, the people of this village will continue to be inconvenienced. Besides, you're going to Perkat anyway, aren't you? Yeah, right. Okay, I understand. You saved my life. I guess I owe you one. But how do you expect me to lug around heavy explosives? I can't carry them by myself. Why don't you trap their magna essence? Here, take these blank magnets. Go ahead and use them. Oh, I see. Once something's been turned into a magnet, even bulky and heavy items are easy to carry. That's right. Blank magnets are very useful. Feel free to keep the ones I gave you. Okay, thanks, Doc. I'll take care of that landslide. If you want to know more about blank magnets, I can explain how they work. Shall I begin? What do you say? Yeah, sure. Okay, Doc, tell me. Alright then. First of all, the magnet is just an object's essence extracted and trapped inside a card. We call the object's essence its magna essence. The blank magnet serves as a container for the magna essence. Like my walrus who just disappeared into a cave. This really reminds me of, I don't know if anybody remembers Shinzo. But, man, this reminds me of that. Just kill someone to turn them into cards. To trap an essence inside one of your blank magnets, just press the A button to search the object whose essence you want to extract. If you want to give a trapped essence to someone else, talk to that person. If that person wants the essence, your blank magnet should appear automatically. Use the right stick to select the essence you wish to give, and then press the A button to give it to them. Of course, once magnet essence has lost its usefulness, you can always release it from your blank magnets. Once the magnet essence is released, you will have an empty blank magnet ready to be filled with a new magnet essence. To release an essence, display your blank magnets by tilting the right stick. Continue using the right stick to select unwanted essence and press the X button to complete its release. You are free to extract and release magnet essence as many times as you wish. That's just how they work. Are you following me so far? Yeah, I am. Okay, let's practice. The mountain apple harvest should be over by now. Your task is to extract mountain apples magna essence into a blank magnet and bring it to me. Mountain apples can be found inside the village. You don't need to leave Kebalrai to find them. Okay, it's 2004. We are experiencing the video game, okay? Looks like we can trap the magna essence of the mountain apple. You want it? Sure. Or if you're blocking the door. Essence of apple. Use essence of apple. Thank you, you seem to have grasped how to use it. Since you brought me a juicy mountain apple, let me give you this in return. Here's a sword. When you do others a favor, they may give you something in return. Of course, it's up to you to decide whether to do the person a favor or not. You only have 4 blank magnets right now, but you'll obtain more as you continue on your journey. While your supply of blank magnets cards are limited, you should consider your essence selection carefully. Make too quick a decision and you'll soon find yourself without any blanks. Well, that's about it for my explanation of the blank magnets cards. Please take care of the landslide as soon as possible. Use explosives, blow up the doctor. So this is kind of where you can get like a lot of optional stuff. But we're mostly going to use it to get some milk. Let's see. Get that milk. There should also be a fireplace here somewhere, if I remember correctly, where you can, yeah, here. Flames are hella stoked, man. There you go. I think it was in here where we can give the milk to her. No way, you must be kidding. I don't have time for that. Let's help her. What? You want me to help her? Fine, we'll do it. Whatever you say, boss. Okay, thank you. I would go myself, but I have to keep an eye on the pot here, so nothing burns. The stable's just right down the path. You'll find a pound milk inside the large pot in the stable. Oh, thank you. Okay. But I already have the pound milk. There you go. Hey, Thunderhawk. So far, the port is really excellent. I'm really liking the Japanese dub so far, and the background work is looking spectacular. This might come in handy during your journey. Please accept it as a gift. I got some puppies. You dumbass. You're supposed to grab the ball, not smack your face into the door. Goofy ass dog. Oh, I forgot to shift the ice blade. That's fine. That is also fine. Just overkill him by a landslide. There you go. I'm still really amazed with how much video game you're actually getting for 45 bucks. And I also need to thank everybody who has supported the channel for this. Like, without you guys, I wouldn't have been able to get the port so close to release. So thank you all so much for that. Really appreciate the support. Yep. There it is. Here we go again. So apparently Sony allegedly has been breached. So be sure if you have a PlayStation account to change your passwords and all that. Yep, we're entering the 2011 zone again. It's just... why not? So far it's alleged though, so do take it with a grain of salt, but yeah. Let's hope it's not the case. Let's see if there's any further confirmation, because so far I've only seen like 2 rumor sources on that, so no like full-on confirmation or anything. I'm still gonna take that. Because there is one spot that I want to... I remember seeing a fireplace in the village mayor's house. I think that's the only downside to the way that the blind Magnus works, is that you have to interact with the object first. Like, before, you can't just do like a point and click where you're just like, oh, I understand how this works, and immediately do the thing. How much does the ice dagger do? Okay, so let's take out 2 and insert 2. Got to keep the balance between offensive and defensive going. They hired a stronger cybersecurity team after 2011. That's often how companies seem to work. It's kind of weird in how often it just happens to Sony. It's kind of wild. Well, I'll keep an eye on that. Just be sure to not have like credit card information or PayPal linked.
負ける気がしないぜ。眠くて死にそうだ。させるかよ。
Donk. Yeah, bad movie, Sony movie deal, ID emails again. That might be. Oh, wait, no, that was pretty dumb. Negates a lot of damage. It's like 50%. Would be really funny if they actually just fired the entire IT team. Stupid, but very, very freaking funny. Badunk. Do 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 do. But so far, no major news outlets have covered it, so keep it as alleged. Does this count as a pair? No. You've obtained the Magnus escape. That's a really useful one, so I'm gonna take out one of the ice daggers, considering I have 3, and add an escape as like a little just in case. I might be able to toss it if need be. If I recall correctly, like a little bit later, you get a lot of card fusion. Look at how well the game sells that moving foliage effect, though. Like, it doesn't work quite as well here, where my character is standing now, but if you look at, like, the top right, or at the center bottom of the screen, it is bang on. It's so good. Always taunt. My professor of zoology. I understand animal languages, so I'm able to communicate with them. What am I doing right now? I'm setting a trap to catch a bluebird of happiness. You've come at a good time. Will you help me out here? I'm just itching to catch a bluebird of happiness. What do you say? Let's help. So you have an interest in animals as well, do you? I've always dreamed of stuffing one of those birds. Beyond the shrine gates over there, there's a nest full of them in the bushes. Bluebirds are very timid creatures. If they sense your presence nearby, they'll fly away in fright. Take advantage of this nature of theirs and steer the birds towards me. Try walking past their nest a couple of times. Okay, so I need to scare them in this general direction. Gotcha. Do they also scare if I walk slowly? You're scaring them off in the wrong direction. Lead the birds this way. You got it, Chief. There you go. We did it. We caught some blue birds of happiness. Time to make a stew. Bye, buddy. Oh, you lost your ball. Okay, that explains where you went there. I've got a bluebird at long last. Can you believe this? I'm so excited. This must be the luckiest day of my life. Oh, okay. The rest are all yours. You can do as you please. Stuffing this bird has been a dream of mine for such a long time. What other games did this composer do? Golden Sun, pretty much everything Tales of. Star Ocean, Valkyrie Profile. Is this upscaled or re-exported? I think this is re-exported. That's morbid. It wasn't going to. Don't spoil yourself. Don't spoil yourself. We got a dead bird though. I don't know what I can do with it, but hey, if somebody wants a dead bird, I got you covered. Anyone in chat? What's up, bud? Go get him. I was kidding. I gotta keep an eye on him. It's the room that he was walking towards has a bunch of like boxes stacked up, and I don't want him to accidentally knock it over. My grandfather used stuffed squirrels and put them in clothes. That's morbid. That's morbid. Hey, bud. I can look at this forever. I don't know why, but the clouds really remind me of playing Vanillaware games. And I'm very excited for the new one. Freaking unicorn overlord, though. And some really good music. Don't forget the good music. Oh. Oops. Should have paid closer attention. Also, for the people that aren't in the Discord is the best way to stay up to date with the stream, by the way. But for those who aren't in the Discord, we'll be streaming tomorrow as well. And we'll continue Baten Kaitos. So if you're not in the Discord yet, do consider hopping in. It's the best way to stay up to date. Let's go pluck those items. Can I maybe hop over there? Glad I stopped myself. The water spouts out suddenly and stops just as fast. We'll have to time our leap just right to get across. Just instantly dies. Some try to clear your cache or oh, that's what they mean by the spouting. Gotcha. Or reinstalling the app. That usually fixes a lot of the problems. Sometimes the cache gets stuck a little bit. Watch the next boss be completely fire-based. Wouldn't be too surprised, honestly. The Discord is a bit weird. Oops. I was looking at Worf. Let's do a mega heal. Don't really need this, but like, it's mostly just to shuffle the hand. That's it. That's all I got. I'll take the picture. I have enough of those shields already. Okay, so... this is the blockage. Look at the rubble blocking the path. Just my luck that I decided to risk my life, and there's the landslide. If only I had some explosive, then I could clear the path. What am I saying? Fat chance of finding explosive out here in the sticks. A pile of massive rocks is blocking the path. They are too heavy to move. Looks like we can't go any further. If we could just blow the suckers to bits, then we wouldn't need to move him. Let's toss a dead bird at it. There you go. I wonder how the game calculates when a move is guarded against. Hey, Rage Fat, how's it going? Oops. That's fine. Uh-oh. That's totally fine. I'll take that on the second hit. Let's see. Use that and the big boy. Worf is playing with a ball in the corner of my eye, and it's the most adorable shit. Can't stop getting distracted by that dog. Ooh, that's new. Not usable by me though, but it's good to have defensive items for other party members. Oh no! I don't need the escape though. I should probably just use the bananas soon. Don't know if they're actually gonna rot. Let's guard against a second. There you go. Heal self. There you go. $135 HP. And a free turn. What happens if I 7? Ooh. Could have gone for 3 7s there. I wonder if that would have had any effect. is this game difficult or hard to get into? I never actually played a card game RPG. Not really. It really eases you into it, and while the information is very overwhelming, I do think that you can pretty easily get into it to kind of explore it. Like, it's not like you need to have any like major deck building knowledge prior to actually playing it. It's basically just you have offensive cards, you have defensive cards, and you need to balance that in order to survive against enemies. And they also have elemental damage, like this. This would be ice. And this I can use to attack, so I'm gonna use another. You can stack cards for a certain amount to perform combos, and combos have different effects. And then there's felt overwhelming, but I only play for like 5 minutes. It's pretty easy if you digest it down to basically attacking and defending for like the first bit of the game. I think they did a slight tweak to it, but it's mostly based on the Japanese version, from what I understand. But yeah, once you start to kind of digest it down and distill it down to like 2 elements of attacking and defending, it should be a little bit easier to digest. Like, it can really understand that this game can be quite overwhelming at the start. But it doesn't have to be. Like, you can distill small bits of information to get the most out of it. Why is bread a tag? We played Breath of Fire and we wouldn't stop making, me and Chad wouldn't stop making bread jokes. So I kept the bread tag because I found it funny. Thanks a lot. Looks like I can deliver the milk today after all. Oh, that's how you recognize it. Gotcha. Well, it has cooking in the sense that you have to slow cook cards. We never stop loafing around. Worf is pretty bread, though. Like, Worf is kind of bread. Whenever he sleeps, he turns into a loaf. He woke me up last night because he was snoring so goddamn loudly. It's kind of funny. Sometimes I can play a new RPG after new RPG, but sometimes I can't get into an RPG even though I was really hyped for it, like this game. It might be that you just kind of burn out on the genre for a short period of time. That happens. Maybe play some shorter games in between just to kind of palate cleanse a little bit. At least that's what I tend to do. Is usually it's off stream though. Like, I'll be playing a shorter game alongside whatever it is I'm doing on the stream. Wakes himself up by snoring. I was snoring pretty loudly apparently last night. But both me and Gypsy have a cold, so. And Worf, when he is down for the count for the day, he snores exceptionally loud. He just goes all in. Yeah. Nice.
さあ楽しませてくれよ。
I always forget streamers play things off stream. Arguably, I've played more off stream this year than on stream. Or rather, I've beaten more stuff off stream than I did on stream. That's also part of the reason why I started Tanuki Chicken Attack. It's because I wanted to talk about the games that you guys don't see on stream. Let's see what happens if I double 7 on this. I eventually want to get back into doing YouTube again as well, because I really enjoyed making videos. But it's pretty intensive to do streaming and YouTube at the same time. Especially if you're not doing like clip format, if that makes sense. Like I mostly do like big videos on topics that I find interesting. So how do you get new cards? Whenever I end a fight, you'll see a sort of loot screen like this. And then you can pick a card that you want. You can also find them, and you can also receive them. I am going to see if I can exchange one of these bad boys for... Oh, I didn't notice I had a frost shield as well. Don't mind if I do. Forgot about that. Might be a good idea to remove a jacket and replace it with another frost as well. That should negate some of the fire damage. Just a quick second. I'm curious about character-specific abilities. How do you get those? We already have one. It's Blue Storm. You basically also get those as cards, but they're like character-bound cards. You usually have to do a prerequisite amount of hits in order to get the combo going. So in this case, it needs to be on the second hit or further into the combo. Then you can Blue Storm. So that's also a thing that you have to take into account. You can't make like a full offensive deck and expect to like fully get away with everything. You have to balance it out and figure out like good ways to interact with fights, and that's just kind of the thing that will eventually seep in a little bit. Ooh, what are those? The enemies in this area aren't challenging enough for me. I can't get motivated to fight. Well, my success is to be expected since I'm privy to the secrets of combat. Are you interested in hearing secrets? Hey, Dinny Danny, how's it going? I really like Sakuraba. If you mean Battle Network, then I'd say yeah. going good. That's good to hear. I'll read this in a second. My brain is already on information overload. Downside of being sick, that your brain is kind of sluggish. Like the Battle Network series can be considered a deck building game. The other one is Phantasy Star Episode 3. And you also have Lost Kingdoms on the wow, my brain just suddenly decided, yeah, nah, I ain't doing that. Let's take a selfie. I'm actually kind of curious what happens. So basically, it says here to use this, you need a 2+ combo, right? So you can do this into this. Neo Geo SNK version. It's fuck. What was it called? It's on the Neo Geo Pocket. It's probably the best thing on that entire system. That and that weird diving RPG. That diving RPG is really good. Oh, this is just a faux card. Okay, so I can just toss that. Well, solid Persona. Let's be real. You can actually take a selfie in this game. That's beautiful. Vain, but beautiful. That was just a cool guy with cool sunglasses. Oh. Hey, Sorba, it's going pretty good. Been having a pretty good time with it. I like RPGs where you have to actually like pay close attention to everything. Let's just take. Ooh, I'll take that. Hey, Weapon, how's it going? You lose a turn to reshuffling your deck, so I'm just gonna heal this dude over and over again. Did you just guard a heal? You stupid. Oh yeah, he's dead. Yeah, this version has the sequel as well. So that was basically the first special attack that you get, and like at the end of each fight you get a card as well. So you're kind of incentivized to do a lot of encounters, gather a lot of different variations of the same card, so you can do like your poker references. Oh boy. What happens if I pair? Oh, it just increases the prize. Gotcha. I think it's a prequel. Considering it's called Baten Kaitos Origins, I'm assuming it's a prequel. You've obtained a new recipe. Okay, so these dudes just start with flaming powder. Gotcha. Ooh, that is... Hi. Out of all the 25 cards that I have in my deck, why do I have Escape in my opening hand like 100% of the time now? Just like a default or something? Make him extra dead. It is a shame though that this game had relatively little to no marketing attached to it. So it's kind of left in the dust by default. So if you want to see more of like Bamco's older catalog appear, like please do consider supporting this game. Like Bandai Namco has been pretty lazy about the way that they want to port, but like in this case, considering the Baten Kaitos Origin is included on this in this package, I'd say like I'll take that over just not at all. Okay, so the special immediately cuts the attack. Ooh. Okay, two of them. That might be problematic. Nice. Just what I needed. Okay, he guarded against the last one, so that's a survive. Yeah, this is gonna let a bunch through, I feel. Yeah. Oh, okay. So if you counter against the same element, it only guards half of the value, but if you guard with the opposing element, it doubles the amount guarded. Understood. And again, for the people that missed it, we'll be streaming again tomorrow and on Wednesday. At least that's the plan. Just a second. I keep getting a call from my power company like 3 times a day, and they somehow always manage to call at like the most inconvenient times. It's kind of wild how they managed to do that. Hey, Bacon Wrath, how's it going? Ooh. I think a few gift subs just ran out. Now my question is, do I just fill this with, like, just flame stuff? Wait, where is my original flame sword? Wait, did the flame sword go out? Where did the other one go? Huh? All banana deck. Just hit them with the green bananas. Look at these backgrounds though. It's so good. Alright, before we continue, I have to take a short bathroom break, so I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere, chat. See you in just a bit. Hello, hello, hello. I am back. Hopefully everybody is doing well. And Tizzle, how's it going? Been lurking for years. Thank you. I appreciate it. Just wanted to say hi and thanks for playing my favorite game. You're welcome. I'm having quite a good time with it. What does the number on the cards mean? It's basically the equivalent to like playing poker. So the spirit numbers will do things that give you bonuses based on like poker rules. So you got like the pairs, the straights, and all that. Look at that. Wow. Man. Can we just have... Okay, Ben and Hemko, I have an idea to pitch to you. If you're listening, product manager, for merchandise, specifically art books, can you give me an art book that is just backgrounds of Baten Kaitos, please? You don't have to credit me for this idea. You don't have to thank me. You just have to do it so I can throw money at you. Okay? Do we have a deal? I'm gonna give it a minute. Man, it's such a shame that all the Ringwell shirts are sold out. Wanted to get those shirts for a while. Like just an art book that celebrates all of the beautiful, like just the material works. In fact, do me a massive favor, just bring back material works books in general, right? They make some phenomenal reference material, and they're also just a lot of fun to leaf through. The Valkyrie profile one might be one of my favorites of all time. And if we can get a Star Ocean one, Square Enix, also, if you're listening, hear me out. I have an idea for you. It's free of charge. So, just one of those kids is just vaping his ass off. And hey, Bud Charity, how's it going? But hear me out, Square. All right? Hear me out. So you're releasing Star Ocean to Second Story R physically, right? Now is the time. Now is the time. You're sitting down, Square Enix. You're sitting down. Now is the time to release a physical version of First Departure R. Bundle that with Second Story R. And put a big ol' art book. Not a soundtrack. You can give me the soundtrack as well. That would be nice added bonus. But big ol' art book. Charge $150 for both games physically. And a big ol' art book. And I will give you my money. I've been looking at listings for the Gravity Rush art books. Like, the Gravity Rush is one of my favorite PS Vita / PS4 titles. And I absolutely adore it for its stellar artwork and just looking around the town. Hexaville is so beautifully designed. Is there going to be a physical version for Star Ocean 2 for our PlayStation? Yes. PS4, PS5, and Switch, I think. If I'm not mistaken. Also, Butt Charity, I keep referring to it as boat and coin toss. It has a page for every single ad and billboard in Gravity Rush 2. Oh, I might need to make like a goal or something like that. Open up like a little tip jar that people can be like, hey, here's some money towards the Gravity Rush art book foundation. It will have no other reason than just getting me a good old art book. Hey Ray, how's it going? Did you see the Legend of Legacy HD remaster announcement? I kind of figured that might be right up your alley, since you enjoyed Alliance Alive a lot. A lot of the Bouncer is based off Final Fantasy VIII, both in reference and in character design. It's arguably the best thing that came out of How about a tip jar to get a new Gravity? PlayStation Japan studio is dead, Hog Sloth. I'm waiting to hear if I'm responsible for chefing tonight. Order me to run 100 laps. How much is 100? I should have studied up on it before I started running 2,000 laps later. Oh, Boca does well and Slitterhead is good. I'm very curious. Mountain apple. Oh, wait. Let's get a mountain apple. A apple. Can we just walk through this now? Oh. Good quality of life. You know what really baffles me though? They recently announced a fantastic looking statue of Trico from The Last Guardian. And it's absolutely incredible. Let me see if I can find it. No, I sent it to Gypsy earlier. There it is. Don't know how much this is going to be, but I might have to cave on that. Who makes the statue? Collaboration with Gen Design. Company named Torch? Apparently they make merch. Yo, they make what? Why is there a acrylic statue of a PlayStation mascot that I can buy? But yeah, it seems like it's a one of those general merch companies that signed a deal with Sony for promotional materials. A lot of From Software stuff, by the looks of it. I can say I've bitten somebody's toe off in a video game now? What? Never got around to playing Last Guardian? I think you'll get a kick out of it, especially from a game designer's perspective. Like, on the one hand, it's extremely frustrating because, like, Trico's AI is based on a cat. So, yeah. But I do find that a lot of Team Eco games have that same frustration where, like, I love it, but, like, admittedly, stuff barely works 90% of the time. What game are you playing? Looks like you can trap the magnet essence of the pebble. Sure. Let's put the pebble to the metal. Reminds me, I still need to play Magna Carta on stream. Magna Carta is such a weird duology. Like, the first and second game. So to give you guys an idea, Magna Carta originally started on the PC as a Korean RPG. So the first part never made it across the seas. The second part, Tears of Blood, is part 2. which is part 1 in the West, and part 2 is part 3. Normally that wouldn't be such a big deal, but like part 1 and 2 are halves of the same story. So whenever you boot up Tears of Blood, you start at the halfway point of the story. And it's really, I really am sitting there going like, and you were wondering why this never got off the ground. Translate the first game, you cowards. I saw a gambler in here the other day who said he had gotten in just 2-3 days from a village. He was such a country bumpkin. I saw him get burned real bad and lose everything. Squeak. Squeak. Squeak, squeak. Squeak, squeak. Squeak. Have you seen them, the creeps who came on that ship? They're like rabid animals. They get violent at the drop of a hat. Those guys really scare me. If you know what's good for you, you'll stay away from them too. This is the second time folks from the Empire have paid us a visit during the recent weeks. During their first visit, they came in on a smaller ship, so maybe they were just scouting the area. But this time they've turned up in that huge ship of theirs. What's all the interest for? Have they found the ancient treasures of some lost civilization? They found the magical card of Exodia. Don't touch, it's mountain apple juice. I'm saving it right now. Come back again later. Oh, not allowed to have apple juice. Absolutely love how Team Eco games feel like I'm in a dream. Like, it's really incredible how consistently surreal like Team Eco games feel. Like, they can be incredibly frustrating to play, like, especially if you're easily kind of tilted by janky controls. But the offset that you're experiencing a story that is so profoundly captivating makes everything right. Like, they honestly make it like some of the most enticing games that I've ever played. I summon Pot of Greed. Hey Boogaloo, it's going alright. Recovering from a pretty hefty cold. How are you doing? And Worf is having a good sleep in the hallway. My sister serves as a maid in the Lord's mansion. She says that, well, I shouldn't be telling you this, but our Lord can boss maids around, but when it comes to Imperial soldiers, all he can do is lick their boots. Boots? I shouldn't possibly tell strangers something so shameful. A huge ship, some say it's an Imperial ship, is docked at the Lord's mansion. It must be owned by someone important. It may even be Emperor Geldablame's ship, even if it's not the Emperor's. Someone very powerful is currently visiting this remote island. I hope nothing bad happens. Yeah, it's going a lot better. Was a bit tired from work overall. But like generally things are doing a lot better. Just the water jug. Can I? The story is captivating without much dialogue too. The director based Eco on his experience watching foreign movies with no subs. It's kind of baffling to me, like how some of the most profound video games just try to emulate an experience of a language barrier. being there. Like, Saga Frontier is explicitly based around the idea that the director explored Ultima without understanding English. And Eco as well, just this simple story without too much dialogue, just purely told through action and like visual guidance. It's beautifully done. Just a little while ago, I saw a huge ship flying towards the Lord's mansion. I bet that thing was an Imperial ship. The entire exterior was glittering in gold. Talk about pretentious bad taste. Oops, I shouldn't say stuff like that. Hey, forget you just heard that, okay? That's why Saga doesn't explain stuff. Like, it's the experience. It's kind of like Record of Lotus, emulating what it's like to play Dungeons and Dragons. That's what it's trying to do as a series, at least. Ooh, look at this. But if I stayed inside, I wouldn't be able to see you. The Empire doesn't look like it wants to harm us. Yet, it doesn't seem they won't start. Stay away from them, alright? I will. Get back here! Whee! This is so fun. It's like flying over the clouds. Swoosh. That winglet on your back. So it's true the people of the Empire no longer use their own wings. Relying on devices like that, are you sure it's a good idea? Making things with your own hands, cooking, walking, running with your own legs. That's what life is about, if you ask me. Are you shaming me for having one wing? Man, look at the way that those mountains are swirling on the left. Is that incredible? This really, I really have to say that this remaster does the background work justice. I wonder if these are just the flat renders or if they did something to the lighting. Like, let me actually take a look. Oh, it looked like that in the original as well, just more compressed. Like, you can now see all the individual brush strokes that went into creating these wonderful environments. I wonder if the environment artists did more stuff. It wouldn't surprise me if they also worked on Saga Frontier. What should I do? I can almost hear him saying, even though I'm your foster father, it doesn't make me any less of a parent. This must be the biggest ordeal of my life. What to do, what to do. The Saga is also one of the only games that made me go, oh, I'm a prince that got exiled from my own land by a demon king. Then I got swallowed by a whale. And then I played barbarian in the snowscapes of the north by beating the shit out of penguins. That's like the first 2 hours. It might be. Chrono Cross would make sense, yeah. Blue sky, white clouds, the sun is shining and the air is pure with a great feeling. You should try it too. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Oh no, I'm starting to feel dizzy. Just immediately dies. And this is the express liner to Diadem, our nearest neighbor and land of nights and clouds. Diadem is ruled by King Laudicon? Blade Khan? What are you playing? Or are you referring to Romancing Saga? Travelers, let me give you some advice. Don't think of flying to Diadem with your own wings. We all have wings, but it's impossible for us to fly from island to island. It may be because our hearts have grown weaker and our wings have followed. Anyway, if you want to go to Diadem and the land of the clouds, you should take the liner. We're standing right beside it. Yeah, Saga has that sort of appeal that makes you go like, oh, I don't understand why any of this is happening, but at the same time, hooray. Do I have enough? I don't have enough for a classic. Okay, so you do get a bonus for leveling up multiple times, so that might be a good idea to keep in mind. And God, this is such a beautiful location. Messing with the Dark Urge origin in Baldur's Gate 3 though, it's delightful. I really want to play Baldur's Gate 3 at some point. I was kind of hoping that we'd get a physical version, but apparently it never released here. Let me take a quick gander. Nope. The physical version for the PS5 is apparently only available in Japan. I don't understand. I don't understand why that is. Right, Monarch was a thing. Has anybody ever played Monarch? The supposed death of Persona. We still have one more run for Saga Frontier to do with views. I'm likely gonna import characters though. It was very underwhelming. From what I played from the demo, it looked to be the case, yeah. But I don't know, like when it comes to those RPGs, I feel like I feel like that cookie cutter RPG release bomb thing, like whenever there's just like a sort of vomit rain of RPGs releasing at the same time, kind of had its magic end on the PlayStation 3. Like, you got so many of those cookie cutter games that were basically the same game, just recoded. Like Trinity Universe, Cross Edge, those kind of games. Like Idea Factory and I think NIS were just pooping them out left, right, and center. Like every 2 months there would be a new release published by them. And it sort of had like an odd charm to it. Was that your transformation appearance changed as you leveled up. So it's kind of like Persona, but you change into the persona itself. Kind of like that. Isn't that just Digital Devil Saga? No, that's Eat Your Friends Simulator. That's Digital Devil Saga. That's Digital Devil Saga. But yeah, I think I'm gonna call it here for today, chat. I'm gonna rest up a little bit for tomorrow, so I'm fresh for tomorrow's stream. Surprise! We're getting an extra stream. But yeah, as I said, I'll be back tomorrow with more Baten Kaitos. Let's see what's on the menu this week. So we got more Baten Kaitos tomorrow. Then on Wednesday, I'm hopping back into another Code R. We're on chapter 3 and slowly starting to open up the mystery a little bit. Then on Thursday, we're releasing the first part of the Dragon's Dogma VODs over on the archive. And then on Friday, there is going to be a 4th stream with either Baten Kaitos or another code. It kind of depends on my mood, and also kind of depends on how much voice I have left by that point. And then on Saturday will be the 6th part of Disco Elysium over on the archive. Also, quick pitch. The September gift sub thing is gonna kickstart tomorrow. So if I feel like such an asshole for saying this. If you wanted to gift some subs, tomorrow they'll be 25% off, if I'm remembering correctly. If I'm reading it correctly. So do keep that in mind. God, that felt disgusting. I need a shower after. But thank you so much for being here. Really freaking appreciate it. Baten Kaitos returns tomorrow. And I'm gonna get started on dinner. So thank you all so much for being here. If you're new to the stream, do consider hitting that follow button. And an extra special thank you to Wasabi, Field Team Leader, Loin, and Molikov. Thank you so much for the subs. Really freaking appreciate it. Special shout outs to Kaze Nun for the raid. Really freaking appreciate it. Thank you so much for bringing your people over and entrusting them to me. And another shout out to Wasabi for the bits. It sounds better than going subs are cheaper tomorrow. Buy them. Yeah, it's kind of like, on the one hand, like, it's September, should I advertise it? On the other, like, I don't know about that. But yeah, it's basically until the end of the month, subs will be a hell of a lot cheaper. So if you were considering supporting the channel, you can do so for a lesser amount, and I will still get the full amount. That's the gist of it. They made it needlessly complicated, so I'm not gonna go through like the whole spiel of explaining it. Like, there are a bunch of like exception parameters, but the bottom line is, starting tomorrow, gift subs are a little bit cheaper. They're discounted. A meme of a cat smelling what? That. I have no idea what that is, Adrian. But yeah, thank you so much for hanging out. I'm going to send you guys over to Steve. He's currently playing Lies of P. And that game looks like a hell of a good time. So please do go support my good friend Steve. He is a great dude, great streamer. And yeah, thank you so much for being here. Really freaking appreciate it. Do join the Discord. Best way to keep up to date with everything. Subscribe to the YouTubes and all that. And go visit Tanuki Chicken Attack. Just for fun. But I'll see you guys all tomorrow. And until that moment arrives, stay beautiful. Keep on gaming, dudes. I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.